Okay, good morning. So yesterday we did day 25 of module 1 about Skytree. And today we're going to try to finish it up. What I wanted to do today was go over, review how to do a writing. So yesterday we stopped at the last few minutes of the video. So we're going to finish watching the video first. Make sure, please, that you have your knowledge and response journal ready and have it open to page 43. Yesterday, you were supposed to finish winter, spring, and summer, or I'm sorry, you were supposed to have done that on Monday. So we're going to use this chart to do our writing activity. So please make sure that you are open up to page 43. You're going to need it, okay? So we're going to finish watching the video. I'm going to switch my camera. Let me zoom in a little bit. My camera is crooked. There we go. Okay.
Before you write your informative paragraph, it's always a good idea to rehearse out loud using your evidence organizer. Remember to start with the topic statement. Remember to use the signal words or the linking words. And then remember to add a conclusion. Once you've rehearsed a couple times, you'll be ready for the final task. So pause here to practice out loud and then just hit play when you're ready to continue.
Okay, so before we write, we're going to actually practice what we're going to say in our activity, okay? So the question that we are answering, because remember, you're always answering a question in your writing. The question is, how does Skytree show the cycle of seasons? So we need to answer that question just briefly, okay? So we can start with our topic statement could be that Skytree changes with the cycle of seasons. So that's how it shows the cycle, because the tree changes. So that could be our topic statement. Skytree changes with the cycle of seasons. And we see this because of the way the leaves are green in the summer, and then they turn colors in the fall, and then they fall in the winter, and then they reappear in the spring. We see it with the grasses and the bushes surrounding the tree. We see it with the animals and the weather and how like there's snow in the winter time. So we see how the actual tree changes with the season. And then we need to come up with a conclusion. And remember, guys, the conclusion just restates the topic statement. It's just summing up everything that we're going to talk about. So we could say that the cycle of seasons shows how it changes, how the tree changes, because the cycle continues and begins again. So we could just say the cycle of seasons begins again. Okay, so now we're going to verbally practice what I'm going to say, okay? So remember, I have to start with my topic statement. Skytree changes with the cycle of seasons. First, in the summer, the leaves flutter in the soft breeze. Then in autumn, the leaves turn colors and fall from the tree. In winter, there's snow and river ice. In the spring, the snow melts and buds begin to grow. Finally, in the summer, the leaves flutter in the soft breeze again. The cycle of seasons begins again. So you're going to take your evidence organizer and you're going to create your own topic statement and your own conclusion statement. And I want you to practice several times practice several times verbally what you want to say in your writing activity. Okay, so I'm gonna erase this. Remember, guys, I want you to try to come up with your own. Don't just copy mine. You can use parts of it, but don't just copy mine, okay?
Now it's time for you to write your informative paragraph. You have all the evidence that you need. You'll be writing your informative paragraph in your journal, and then you probably saw the check mark in the corner. That means that your teacher will take this opportunity to check in with you, to see how you're doing with your writing, and also how you're doing with gathering evidence. You've got this. Just pause your work and then hit play when you're ready to continue.
Okay, so in your journal, on page 43, we have your evidence organizer, okay, on page 43. Today, we're gonna write on page 44. And just like we always do, you're gonna write the focusing question task on the top of the page. And you're gonna write topic statement first, then finally, and conclusion. Put this. So if you need to pause the video, you can do that so that you can copy this part down so far on page 44 and then hit play when you're ready to go on. This will also be uploaded as a picture in your Google Classroom. Okay, so I want to model this for you. So on my board up here, I'm going to write the topic statement. So I have focusing, question, task. How does sky tree show the cycle of seasons? Show the cycle of seasons. All right, and the first thing I need is my topic statement. Then I need first piece of evidence. I need my second piece of evidence. I need my third piece of evidence. And then I need my conclusion. Okay, and just like in our journal, my topic statement is underlined in green. My first and third piece of evidence are in yellow. My second piece is in blue. And my conclusion is in red, which kind of looks pink on the board, but it's red. Okay. I'm going to use my chart I made yesterday or on Monday to help me with my writing, okay? Remember, the first thing that I need to do is my topic statement. And guys, remember, this is my model for you. Please do not just copy what I write, okay? I want you to write your own. This is mine as a demonstration, an example. So the question is, how does Skytree show the cycle of seasons? Well, I need to introduce what I'm talking about. I'm answering the question, how does Skytree show the cycle of seasons? And it shows it because the tree actually changes. So when I write this, I can say the Skytree changes with the cycle of seasons. And because the tree is changing, it's showing how the cycle of seasons is changing also. So first, I need to go to my chart here and go to the first part in the summer. What do I have for the first? In the summer, leaves flutter in the soft breeze. So I can add that into my story. I can say first, its leaves flutter in the soft summer breeze. Okay, so I'm on my then part, and I can look in the then part on my chart, and I see winter and spring. So I have a lot here that I can choose from. Okay, I can say then in autumn, leaves turn colors. Or I could say, I'm going to say that. Then in autumn, the leaves turn colors and fall from the trees or fall off the trees. And then what comes after autumn? The season that comes after autumn is winter. And what does my chart say happens in winter? There's snow and river ice. But now the river ice doesn't really talk about the tree, does it? So I don't need to add that in because I'm asking about how the tree shows the cycle of seasons, not the environment. So I just need to talk about the snow. Okay, so in winter, the snow, what does the snow cover on the tree? It covers the empty branches or the bare branches because there are no more leaves. So snow covers the bare branches. Okay, and then what season comes after winter? Spring, good. Okay, so in the springtime, let's look at my chart again. What happens in the springtime? It says snow melts and the buds grow. That's definitely two things that I can put in there about the tree. So I can say, then in spring, the snow melts and buds begin to grow. Okay, so far, here's what we've got. The sky tree changes with the cycle of seasons. First, its leaves flutter in the soft summer breeze. Then, in autumn, the leaves turn colors and fall off the tree. I spelled that wrong. Off the trees. In winter, snow covers the bare branches. In spring, the snow melts and buds begin to grow. And so finally, my last season in the cycle is summer. And what do I have about summer? The leaves flutter in the soft breeze. So I can say that finally, the leaves flutter. We don't want to use the same exact sentence though. So we can say finally, the soft summer breeze makes the leaves flutter. There, that way we used the same information and it tells you the same thing, but we didn't use the exact same wording. We don't want to use the same wording because that would just be boring. And we don't want our writing to be boring. So now I need to have a conclusion. And remember, the conclusion just sums up what the topic statement says it's all going to be about. So in the conclusion, I need to tell how the sky tree shows the cycle of seasons. And we said that the sky tree changes. And so we need to put that in there. We can say cycle of seasons begins again. Let's see, the cycle of seasons begins again. I know that's what I said in my original oral interpretation, but I don't think that I really like that because it doesn't really talk about the tree. So I'm going to erase that. I don't like that. So I'm going to say the sky tree shows that the cycle of seasons begins again. Okay, so I talked about the actual tree this time. So here's what I have written. The question is, how does sky tree show the cycle of seasons? The sky tree changes with the cycle of seasons. First, its leaves flutter in the soft summer breeze. Then, in autumn, the leaves turn colors and fall off the trees. In winter, snow covers the bare branches. In spring, the snow melts and buds begin to grow. Finally, the soft summer breeze makes the leaves flutter. The sky tree shows that the cycle of seasons begins again. What do you think? I think that sounds pretty good. It answers the question. I have a topic statement. I have 3 pieces of evidence. I have a conclusion statement. I used first, then, and finally. I think I have hit all of the criteria. There are a few things in there that we could probably go back and edit, like the word breeze. Is there just one breeze or is there more than one breeze? So I need to put this. The soft summer breezes makes the leaves flutter. Soft summer breezes make the leaves flutter. Okay. I think that looks pretty good, guys. All right, so remember, this is my example. You are going to use your chart on page 43 to write your own. You're going to use your chart on page 43 to write your own focusing question task answer, okay? You're going to do just what I did on the board in your own words, make your own on page 44. And then you are going to take a picture of it with your Chromebook and upload it to the Google Classroom assignments, okay? So that is all that I have for you today. And then tomorrow we will begin our last 2 lessons of module 1. And then next week we get to start module 2. Yay. Okay. So that's all that I've got for today. So you guys have a great afternoon. Please get busy on your writing activity. Make sure that you are doing your vocabulary illustrations, because you will have your final module 1 vocabulary quiz on Friday. And you will also be turning in photos of your entire module 1 vocabulary words. Okay, and that's a big part of your grade this time. You'll turn in all of your vocabulary illustrations for module 1 on Friday. So make sure that you're working on that also. All right, so study, do your writing, and I will see you guys tomorrow morning. Bye.